Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of my miniseries, What to Buy. In this miniseries, we're going to go over storage units either online or in person that I would actually spend money on, that I like the details within the unit, and that I figure would be a nice investment with a decent return. And what this miniseries is going to go through is just those units there. I've already released a couple episodes on a miniseries that says what not to buy, and in that one you just go through the same details and determine why I would not spend money on that unit. So these two miniseries are just to contrast each other, to give you the tools necessary to kind of make your own assumptions, your own judgments when you go through storage units, and what details to look for. At least what details I look for, in my opinion. And since this is episode 1 of this miniseries, I'm going to go through the basics again. StorageTreasures.com is where we're at right now. There are plenty of online auction sites. This is just one I like for my area. I do look at the others, and those other websites may be better for your region, wherever you're at. So it's something definitely to Google search, explore that, and figure out what your best resources are to locate these units. Diving into this, as you can see, the auction closes in 9 days. I'm not going to post this video until after the expiration date, and that's just to control competition and not accidentally create trolls against my bid and make somebody come up and try to make me pay $500 for a unit that I'm not going to pay $500 for. Unit size 10 by 10. Know your limitations. If you have a 10 by 5 garage or something like that, 10 by 10 unit is going to be hard to fit in there. You have a 10 by 20 garage, you should be alright. Mind you that you're going to throw away a lot of items in these units, donate some more items, and you're not going to max out that 10 by 10 potential. Cleaning deposit $100, you will get that back. Clean out time though, 48 hours. If you decide there's nothing of value in your unit and you abandon it, you're going to lose your $100 cleaning deposit. Bid, something to pay attention to right now, $60. That is my bid. It's a high bid, and I fully expect it to go up as this auction closes down. I do have a budget that I'm going to stick to, that I'm willing to pay for this unit, and if it exceeds that, I walk away. And that's just how you play this game, risk reward. You don't just impulsively keep bidding, because the curiosity is there, or you're just gambling. Sales tax varies by region. Payment options, cash, that's typical for most of these storage units. There is a buyer's premium that is 15% for this website. That is done by credit card. Also, if you subscribe to this website, you can actually get a 10% buyer's premium. And that price is $10 a month for a subscription. However, if you're only buying 1 or 2 starting out, it's not typical, it's not practical to have that subscription, in my opinion. However, if you're doing a lot of volume, have the space to put it, that would absolutely save you some money. Bid, here's the bid feature right here. You just type it in, confirm it. You can actually proxy bid, go ahead and type in the most you pay for it. But I don't do that just because I'm paranoid and I like to handle everything just in person right there in my face. Description will kind of give you a summary of what's in there. Sometimes these are thorough, sometimes they're not. Over on the left, you'll see thumbnails with pictures. Sometimes they're as detailed as what you see in front of you. Other times, you just see the storage unit front, and that's all you have to work with. Now that we have all those small details out of the way, let's dive into the unit itself. You simply click a thumbnail, it enlarges up here. You can click that, and you'll get what you see on the right. Now I'm going to blow up this right side, and here's what we have. And I like to download these pictures and zoom in. It gives you the best details, the very small details, and it will help you out. First thing you see here are these shelves right here, or shelf, I should say. And I can tell from the back, right off the bat, that I'm paying $60 for this unit. I want to look at things that will help me break even. Once I do that, everything else that's in there is just gravy. So we have this, and the glass is there. You see the blemishes. That can just be dust off with some Windex. It's an easy $5-10. Somebody will want to buy it that has knickknacks. And you can see a partner to it right here. But you can also see through it. It's transparent, so it tells me that that glass is either broken, missing, or that glass could be in here somewhere, and you have a nice set that will net you even more money. But that's step 1 right there. Step 2, this coffee table looks in pretty decent shape. And you do see that the glass is in there, so that's another easy $10-20. If it's in good condition, $50 maybe. And another detail that you want to look at when you look at these these auctions and units is that how are the boxes stacked? Are they a hoarder that just shoved everything in every little space, or are they somebody that used every bit of this space, but it's stacked neatly? And that's what I see when I look at this unit. That these boxes are treated pretty nicely. They actually cared about how their stuff was shoved in here. So you have boxes stacked on here, coffee table doesn't have too much weight on it, and they just look like they took their time and did it right. So that way the stuff would remain in good quality. And the biggest detail that I looked at when I looked at this unit, deciding if I wanted to buy it, were these knives. You can say that's a very small detail. Why would you bank $60 just on that? When you look at these knives, typically most people I know that buy new knives, they keep these around the house just for cutting tools, whether it's outside when you're grilling or just throw them in a garage somewhere. And there's one or two scenarios I see here that these people had to move very quickly and store all the stuff quickly, and that's the actual knives they use now, or they buy a lot of stuff and they have to store it. So when I look at those knives, I see that almost every cutting hole is filled up. And those are pretty decent looking knives, maybe $20 at Walmart or something, or they might be a nicer brand. But it looks like, they actually they took care of what they had, and they buy a lot of stuff. So that tells me that there's probably some more valuable stuff in these other boxes. They're buying Lowe's boxes to store things. There's other easier ways to get boxes, cheaper ways, but they chose to go to Lowe's. Not to say that's not bad. It's an easy way to get boxes, but, if you're on a budget, you're going to find another way to save on boxes. So some other details in here. Suitcase, that's actually in good condition. Other units I've seen, the suitcase is actually dirty, has feathers on it, couch cushion feathers, or dirt, grime. That is in pretty decent condition considering it's been in storage. So maybe all this stuff is fairly recent. This dolly, maybe I won't sell that. I'll actually use that. So this comes into the cost. I'm actually buying equipment for myself. If I decide to get rid of it, I don't like the dolly, easy $10. These storage weaving baskets down here, another easy $5-10 if I had to. That's not what I want to focus on. But if I don't find anything nicer in here, that's an easy big sell. Or like electronics that'll make my money back very quickly. I'm looking at these smaller things of how I can push them out quickly. And I have venues for that. But I'd rather focus on the venues that net money fast and quickly. But if I need to break even because there's nothing else in there, this option is also available to me. And I encourage you to also think about this. When you look at these units, think about how you're going to sell everything. And if you wanted to, what headaches you're willing to deal with, what venues you're willing to pursue, because these are important in flipping a profit. And as we look in this picture, you see chairs up here. This one, I can't tell if it's a chair or an end table, but you can see through what might potentially be the bottom to it. But it also has a different design than this chair over here, which there are 4 of this chair over here that are easily seen. So I'm not sure what that is, but it might be worth something, might just be broken. So going on to the next picture, here are 3 of those chairs I was talking about. The other one is down here at ground level. And then I see another chair right here. Has kind of a weave, so maybe there's 2 dining tables in there. Or maybe that's just a Cracker Barrel rocker or something like that. The biggest thing I see in this picture, though, is right here. And I think this might be listed in the summary. But it looks like that might be a headboard or a dresser or something like that. And if it is, that's an easy $60. If there's a bedroom set in there. Even if there's just half a bedroom set. Easy money to make it back on. And then this detail right here, I'm not sure if this arc is a part of this, what I was describing as a headboard or dresser, or if it's something different like a dining table or something like that. But that's the detail I looked at. I'm not going to bank my money on that, but it's something to keep in mind that I might be hopeful that I find some more stuff. Here's a closer look at that coffee table. It looks like it's pretty good condition. This is sitting on top of that, which means that glass is there, even though you don't have a good line of sight on it. So you can tell that's in decent condition. It's going to be an easy few bucks. If it's in better condition, an easy 50, 40. And so you've made your money back. And then looking over here, maybe that isn't a dolly. It kind of looks like metal, but it's also kind of hard to tell from this view if it's just not a stand or a ladder. It might be a step ladder. And then you see blankets. Ooh, blankets are always nice. Not because you can use them. Yeah, you can use them if you haul stuff, but because people cared about their stuff. And that's what these blankets are for. Those might be mirrors. It might be those glass panels I was talking about in that shelving. There's no telling, but they actually took the time to cover them up, which is a great sign. You can see kind of back here, maybe they cover some stuff up as well. It's kind of hard to tell the texture of it, but these are all details that you need to take into account, whether it's from the knives of trying to determine the personality of the people that bought this unit, from the furniture, what's the overall theme. You can tell these are a dark cherry brown here. So when I see a dark cherry brown coffee table, and then I see a more minute detail like this that has that same theme, I can tell that that's probably more furniture that goes along with this theme, and now I'm going to make my money back on it. Not to mention that these boxes are pretty nice, since there are Lowe's boxes as I described, and there might be even more valuables in there that you can sell on eBay or in person or an auction sale or any other numerous venues out there that will bring cash to you. And these are things that you need to decide how you're going to do it. Pillows up here, that's what it looks like. I'm kind of concerned that there might be a bedroom or a mattress set in here. Hopefully not, but if there is, it's going to be fairly cheap to deal with compared to how much I'll get out of this unit. But for the most part, those are the details that determine me that I need to buy this. But I do have my budget. If it exceeds that budget, I'm going to walk away from this, try to go find something else as the auctions close down in this round of auctions, and find somewhere that my money is better used. I did see another unit that I actually liked, but I didn't want to be stretched too thin because that one is a 10 by 20. I can fit a 10 by 20 in my storage capacity, but add it to this, I'm going to cut it very close. And this is something that you have to keep in mind when you're doing your own storage unit projects. Don't go outside your limitations until you're ready to scale up and do so. If you're just starting out, don't exceed your budget. Set a budget for yourself. There's no need to go bid on these storage units that have like $500, $600 bids. There's plenty out there that are $100, $100, even $50 that have some nice stuff in it. And then the most important thing is that you need to test this concept out to see if it's right for you, if you enjoy it, if you can actually push inventory out. Start off small and then scale up. Test the concept. But for the most part, this material, that's what covers this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, comment below, send me a message. If you're on social media, send me a message there. Tell me what kind of information that you want, whether it's hauling items or how to find items, or just simply having a live stream of going through a storage unit live that I'm actually picking it apart, figuring out stuff, or just doing a live stream of going through the nicer items that I find out of it and ignoring all the trash. These are all informational ideas that I might eventually explore in the future. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great day.